Any opposed? Number 6 is to accept a bid for a surplus piece of equipment, which is 2017 Silverado with a VIN of last four of 0717 from the police department. We received one bid, and that bid has been noted at $32,500 from Blake Suter, and we'll contact Mr. Suter, and I think that's right on the last name, and we'll let him know that he won that bid. Number 7 is to accept a bid for surplus recreation. We didn't receive any bids, and so we'll go to our next. And, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We need to do that in the form of a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Those in favor by saying aye. Those opposed? Motion is accepted. Number 7 is surplus recreation department equipment, and we did not receive any bids, and we'll take that under advisement and give that back over to the Parks and Recreation Director to make a determination. Number 8 is an audit proposal from MDA Professional Group, and its audit fee for September 30th, 2020, which is $28,000 to $33,000 for that audit, and it also covers the audit fee for September 30th of 2021, which is $28,000 to $33,000. I would entertain that you allow me the ability to sign that agreement.
Mayor, I make the motion that we allow you to enter into the contract with MDA.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Those in favor by saying aye. Any opposed? Number 9 is to accept the resignation of Police Officer Jordan Riggin effective Tuesday, September 7th, and to post a certified, non-certified police officer position for 10 days to end on Friday, September 23rd of 2021. And I would entertain a motion that we accept that resignation.
So moved. Second.
Is there any discussion? Those in favor by saying aye. Any opposed? I will say that we appreciate Jordan's work, and he was a good police officer for us, and moved to a neighboring city. So we really didn't lose him, because we do a lot of mutual aid with that city, and we appreciate his hard work. Number 10 is a commercial development board to reappoint Jim Ford for a 4-year term to expire 4/24 of 25. And I would entertain a motion that we reappoint Mr. Ford.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Those in favor by saying aye. Any opposed? Number 11 is a budget revision for the police department for $902 to increase due to a payment received from the Department of Justice for a ballistic vest, $400 increase due to a payment received from the city of Southside for Jordan Riggin, and that goes into those two accounts that are noted, $902 and $400, and I would accept that budget revision in the form of a motion.
I make the motion we accept.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Those in favor by saying aye. Any opposed? Number 12 is resolution number 21-11, providing premium pay to eligible municipal workers under the provisions of the American Rescue Plan. You all received that, and we've discussed some of that in our work session pre-council, and I would entertain that in the form of a motion.
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Those in favor, any discussion? I'll just say that this is an incredible opportunity for us to, our employees, they face-fronted COVID, for months and months now, and it's to the point now that we're starting to count it in years. And because of that, I feel like this is our opportunity to return some money back to them. We did not close down operations. We didn't slow down operations. As a matter of fact, it kicked not only our first responders, but every other department had to do more because of COVID. Not only in protecting themselves, but protecting the people that we serve. And in that, I felt like this is the one thing that we can do to try to even the score with them. And our employees, we've all said, we ran on the fact that that our employees are our number one asset, and I'll never back down from that. And because of that, I'm very proud that I sit with a council that's willing to put their employees first. And because of that, I would ask for a vote. And clerk, if you would take a vote.
Anita Bedwell?
Yes.
Randy Vice?
Yes.
Jeff Prince?
Yes.
Jamison Jenkins?
Yes.
Clark Hopper?
Yes.
Mayor Taylor?
Yes. Number 13 is an ad request for the Etowah County Current and Buyer's Guide for $900 for a half page. And I would ask that we take that ad. and
Mayor,
take
I
that
make a
ad request.
motion that we accept the ad, half page for $900.
Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Those in favor by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Number 14 is a sponsorship request from Spina Bifida Association of Alabama, Monster Bass, 5K and Fun Run Walk Roll. We've previously given $500 for a half-page ad and sponsorship, and that's what we've looked at and going to agree to do today. Is there anyone that would give us a motion?
Mayor Taylor, I'll entertain that motion. I think it's a wonderful organization, and I'm proud that we can take part in that.
Thank you. Is there a second? Second. Any discussion? Those in favor by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Number 15 is monthly departmental reports from all of our departments. Is there any department heads that would like to speak? Yes, sir. We appreciate what you do, John.
We do, very much.
Anyone else?
I just want to reiterate, like John said, we do appreciate this. It's truly a blessing to work for our mayor and our council that supports us and puts us first.
Thank you. We appreciate what y'all do. Anyone else?
Well, Mayor, I think we're all in agreement with that. We're kind of excited just to be a part of the new day.
Thank you, Kenneth. Any others? I would like to cover an announcement right quick, and that's that we're going to have a ribbon cutting on Wednesday, September 22nd at Yogurt Mountain, which is 115 West Grand Avenue at 11 o'clock. Get a chance to get out and go by there. They finished all of their decorating and the remodeling of that corner store. It's gorgeous inside, and the people that are coming and bringing that business to Rainbow City, they're excited. And as a matter of fact, the manager told me she's looking for a place so that she can move into Rainbow City. She's coming from, I think, Oxford maybe, and she's just thrilled to be a part of this community and just how accepting she's been, and especially out of this city hall, you know, from our police department, our fire department, and our revenue department. Just the permitting processes that went through the building department were just everything that they could hope for, and they said that over and over again. I got to speak with the owner, and the owner was thrilled to be in Rainbow City, and so I think if we get an opportunity to go by there and not only, you know, buy some yogurt from them, but get a chance just to tell them, you know, welcome to Rainbow City, it'd be really good, and I would appreciate that. Number 16 is council member reports and comments, and we'll start with Mr. Vice.
Thank you, Mayor Taylor. First of all, again, thank you for the city employees for all you guys do, and it's a pleasure that you guys do such a great job for the city. Really appreciate that. Second, I want to congratulate Southside football team for beating Oxford for the first time in 41 years. Last year we lost 56-0. This year we won 35-17. That's got to be some kind of record. I don't know. And while I'm congratulating football teams, my alma mater, JSU, defeated Florida State. We're excited about that too. But I know. And once again, continue to be safe. If you're not vaccinated, it's my desire and my hope that you'll see to do that. But that's your personal choice, of course. But again, thank you guys for the great job you do, and thank the people of Rainbow City. I heard that in the school system, for instance, we went from 67 cases down to 9 cases in 2 weeks of active COVID. And a lot of that's to do with herd immunity, but a lot of that's to do with kids getting vaccinated. So I think maybe we're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And so, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Prince?
Thank you, Mayor. I'll echo, of course, the comments that Councilman Vice made about our employees. We've got the best employees of any municipality that I've ever known of, and I sincerely mean that. The ability that we have to use some of that rescue plan money to give back to those that were on the front lines. You know, you hear that term frontline worker. You know, I personally did not miss a day of work last year through all of that, and I don't work for a company that gets that money to give back to the employees. So it is a privilege and a pleasure from this council and mayor to share some of that with our employees, and we thank you for all you do. Also, I know it's been 2 or 3 weeks since I guess 3 weeks since we've met. I do want to extend our condolences and to Dana Rice on the loss of your brother, Dana. You've been in our prayers. So many of these people have been affected. I, like Randy, am not just encouraging you to get a vaccination just to be a sheep, as some people want to think of it. I just felt like it was the right thing to do for myself and my family to protect us. And along those lines, too, I would like to publicly send our condolences and prayers to the family of Miss Barbara Reed, Ben Reed, who's a councilman in the city of Gadsden. I grew up right down the road from the Reeds. Matter of fact, Miss Reed tried to teach me piano lessons for 6 years. But in all seriousness, our heartfelt condolences and prayers go out to Ben and his son Scott, who are friends of mine. And lastly, we're coming off the 20th anniversary of 9/11, and I would like to thank our fire department employees for what they did with the flag draped out here on the ladder truck. I got a text message from my son saying, "Nice flag," and I was already out of town. I got up early on Saturday, actually, and I was like, "Okay, what flag?" And he sent me a picture. Thank you for all your remembrance of that. I think all of us in this room can remember the exact place we were at that moment in history. And it was scary, but we rallied together as a community and as a country. And my prayer and hope is that we will continue that and to never forget. And so thank y'all for what you did. And that's all I have, Mayor.
Ms. Bedwell?
Thank you. It is an honor to be able to live in Rainbow City and to be around each and every one of you who serve our city so well. Thank you. And I look back over the events of the past about how that Rainbow City has been equipped and handled themselves, and that their employees have just made any kind of an occurrence that comes along and any kind of incident that happens, just have done their very best, no matter what it is, to try to improve upon that and be ready even for the next time that something might happen. And personally, getting to live here, I just thank you so much for that. And yes, Dana, we are prayerfully remember you and your family, and we appreciate your service with us as well. So thank each and every one of you, and stay safe.
Mr. Jenkins?
I'll start with what Councilman Hopper and Councilman Prince have already mentioned with 9/11. I am very proud to be a first responder in Etowah County. I can assure you with all certainty, we have some of the best first responders in the state of Alabama and in the country. We have a just top-notch group of people here, and I'm proud to be a small part of it. I'm grateful for our police and our fire department in Rainbow City, and I am extremely proud to be part of being able to provide them with this rescue plan money, to provide all of our city employees with it. Because the reality of it is, without our city employees, we would not have a dime of it. And that's a fact. And so, that I know of, we are the only government agency anywhere close to us that I know of that's done anything close to this. And I want to make clear that that's not to be a spotlight on us as a council or as a mayor. That is a spotlight on our employees, because that is something that is easy for us to do. We don't even have to think about it, because we know the caliber of people that we have here at Rainbow City. And so it's not even a thought. And I'm very proud to be a very small part of what's going on here. That's all I have.
Mr. Hopper.
I got several things. First and foremost, I got my second COVID shot. Still ain't took no money. And I did take a free Band-Aid. Remember, former Councilman Lloyd Matthews in your prayers. His wife had to have emergency surgery today. She had a back surgery. They took the incision out, and it began leaking, as he told me that before lunch today, almost like teardrops, and it was spinal fluid. So she's at Grandview. Last thing, I was just checking, not to sound like I was rude looking at my phone, but I was checking beforehand, thinking about this, talking to y'all guys about this, see if I got an update, and I do not have one. I talked to him today. The doctors, everything looked good. It's just a matter going to go in there and try to figure out why her spinal fluid was leaking and make the repairs. But I have no further updates on that. And that happened this morning and everything. Second is, here's your trivia. Here's your Alabama history lesson for the day. Today is National Peanut Day. Do you realize the state of Alabama is the #2 producer in peanuts in this country? And I know that because I ate a lot of peanut butter and I read Twitter. So that's where I got that tidbit from.
You got Twitter?
I got Twitter. I got 3 accounts. The thing here is to get back to the seriousness of 9/11. 20 years ago, I can, like Councilman Prince talking about, we remember what we were doing. Me and my son, we woke up late that morning. He was eating Eggos, and we saw it on the news. And I said, look at that daggone plane hit the world. Then we started seeing the other things happen. And then we saw them tumble. But I'll tell you what I saw with the NYPD, police and firemen. This is why you'll always hear me say being a cop or a fireman is a calling, not a job, it's a calling. Because when the people's running this way, we go that way. And we don't think twice about it. Mayor Taylor was a fireman. Councilman Jenkins, he's new, but I'm sure he'll run into things. I run in a lot of places thinking, oh God, I hope I get to come home today. And I want to tell everybody, I am so proud of 32 years this December in this profession. My family, September 3rd, hit our 50th anniversary at the Gadsden Police Department. That's 3 generations, 4 of us spent 50 years serving the citizens of Gadsden. And it's the family business. And I tell each one of you, because the majority of y'all in here are police and fire, don't you think for a minute you don't have a friend in me. I love each and every one of you and what you do. And with that, let me think. I'm through.
Okay. Well, I appreciate all the comments, and Rainbow City lost another resident, and that was Master Sergeant Mitchell. He's a long-standing resident of Rainbow City, and I got an opportunity to speak with his wife. He's an old artilleryman, a red leg, and it was just a pleasure to hear her recount, what Rainbow City meant to her and what this country meant to him. I just want you to know that it was a big deal for us to see that flag and fly that flag. I got an opportunity to throw a picture up on social media that ended up getting like around 500 views, and then on top of that was shared about 50 times. That's where people see who we are, and that when we begin to reveal who we are and that we're a welcoming city that cares about people, but more than that, cares about how we got here and the freedoms that we all share, came at a cost. And because of that, I just want to make sure that that's never missed or lost when we represent this city. Back to the employees, these guys know how I feel about them. I mean, our employees are, without a doubt, the best that you can find. They're out doing our work, and they make us look good. They make me look good. And they do it by providing, the thing that we wanted from the very beginning. And the first thing that I talk to our employees about is that we want to provide a premium service. We want to make sure that we're servicing all of our citizens in a way that they know that they're getting the absolute best. And that's been done. I'll never back down from the fact that I consider them the first line of contact. They are the ambassadors for this city, and they're the ones that face the public first. And because of that, it doesn't matter what their role is during this very, very tough time of this pandemic. This group of people continue to stay on watch and stay on task for this city. And because of that, I really do appreciate it. And I think tonight, as much as we could do, we want to show you how much we care for you and care for this community by taking care of you. And with that, I'll entertain a motion that we adjourn.
So moved. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.